Hello, everyone! Dafuk has released a new 51 episode of Skibidi Toilets, which means it's time to analyze it. In this video, I'll show you all the secrets and Easter eggs of the new episode that you didn't notice. We'll discuss the new inventions of the Skibidi Toilets and why did the plunger cameraman team up with Titan and what is his mission in future battles. Watch the video till the end so you don't miss any interesting moments. And here we go. The episode starts on a new map. It's New York. The map is not changed, as shown by the link in the description of this episode. This time we see the episode on behalf of the cameraman Titan, who is cleaning up the mess. That's exactly what this episode is called. Also, if you're interested, this is the route that cameraman takes on this map, and here we see the building on whose roof the plunger cameraman lands. But let's go through it all in order. We see that the whole city is on fire, and this refers us back to episodes 48 and 49. As we remember, in similar locations, Skibidi's new inventions along with G-Toilet were burning and destroying everything around them. While the TV men were pulling the wounded from the burning streets and teleporting them to the base, the cameraman Titan was helping to defend the base. Because he's huge and his weapons are very powerful, it's impossible for the regular cameramen to stay in the city while Titan destroys the Skibidi monsters in there. That's why the TV men first hid the remaining cameramen in a shelter in episode 49. I realize now that this was preparation in the big cleanup of the city. Now we get a first-person view of how Titan's cannon works. First there is a blue flash of light, then a blob of energy forms on the target. Then there is an explosion. We don't see a rocket or anything flying out of the cannon. It looks like a camera flash, but it generates a powerful stream of energy, which explodes Skibidi. By the way, unlike the first types of cameramen weapons, which resembled video cameras, now their new inventions look like real weapons. The Titan deals with each toilet in turn. If we look at the faces of the Skibidi, we can see that they are terrified of the new and improved cameraman. I noticed that the most powerful armored toilet has laser cannons, but never once uses them. We're seeing more and more of those in the armory of various Skibidi, which could be a danger to the Alliance. But still, the armored toilet is like a trial version. He doesn't attack at all, just takes damage to himself. Yes, he has really solid armor that can withstand a shot from a Titan cannon, but he crumbles into shards under a hammer blow. At first it may seem like the blow is to the Titan's head, but if you listen to the sound, you can hear the plate breaking into shards. Anyway, this toilet is most likely created to test a new armor technology for Skibidi. Otherwise, I have no idea why he doesn't attack the Titan. Also, we can notice that the Skibidi Strider has the same laser cannons and uses them against the cameraman. He most likely shot directly at Titan's core, but it didn't do any damage. As we remember, the laser beams from G-Man Toilet's eyes and laser cannons used to do serious damage to Titans if they hit their core. But this time around, the improved Titan cameraman can easily withstand those attacks. Now let's turn our attention to the fire that the Titan spews from its core. Last episode, he spewed flames for about 2 seconds, which turned Toilet's Skibidi into a black coal. But this time, the flames eject for 3 seconds, and all that's left of Skibidi is his skull. This seems odd, considering that the other Toilet Titan was attacked with flames for the same 3 seconds, but he was also just charred. We'll talk about that Skibidi a little later, but what about the armored one? Once again, I get the feeling that this is a test-weakened version of the Skibidi Toilet, which is needed just to test the armor. Yes, he's alive, but everything except the plates on him are mock-ups, and his skin has no protection from fire at all. There is another way. This Skibidi was too close to the flames, while the last one was farther away. That could be the reason why the entire covering was burned off, leaving only the skull. By the way, why did the skull continue to burn when the flame was already over? This picture reminded me of Ghost Rider. It's still unclear what the damage caused by Titan's flames depends on, but it's definitely much stronger than the hypnosis of TV Woman, which set one Skibidi on fire in episode 49. Next, we encounter the Skibidi plane. We've mostly seen helicopters before, and as I remember, this is their first airplane. This is where I noticed a strong resemblance between the flying toilet and the cameraman Titan. First of all, notice those red lights. That's exactly the same light that was on top of the Titan. On the wings, we can notice glowing circles like the ones on the sides of the iron fin on the cameraman. It looks very much like it's airplane parts produced in the same factory. I don't know exactly who stole the technology from whom, but since this is the first time we've seen it on Titan, it means the Skibidi were able to steal it somehow. I have two guesses. The first is the TV men had help. I still suspect they may be double agents and secretly helping the Skibidi toilets. If you doubt that's possible, check out the video on my channel about TV men's secrets. There I analyze all the suspicious things about them. The second theory you wrote to me in the comments. It says that the infected Titan Speakerman has a connection to the other Speakermen and can track where they are, and maybe even watch them. Because of this, the Skibidi found the cameraman's lab and attacked it. It is possible that the attack on the gate where Titan then flew in was a distraction. While the Titan was defending the main entrance to the cameraman's lab, the toilets could have sneaked into the improvement hangar and stolen the flying technology. Back to our Skibidi plane. He still has the same 4 rockets, after which he needs to be reloaded. Once he has fired all 4 of his rockets, he becomes useless. Note that Titan doesn't react to the rockets fired at all. He calmly attacks back. There is also a thing. His cannon creates a burst of energy at a certain point, so it can miss, which we see during their battle. Also, when Titan flies up to the plane using his jetpack, you can see the spiked guard on the front of the toilet. Seems like these planes don't go back to reload. They ram as many targets as possible with their own hull. We've already seen something like this in the beginning. That's how the huge metal toilet helped the G-toilet defeat the cameraman before it was upgraded. Still, let's pay attention to the fact that this Skibidi is too durable. It can withstand 2 Titan cannon attacks. Cameraman spews flames in his face, but that doesn't destroy the airplane Skibidi either. He turns black, but continues to live. Listen to those screams he makes. It's like a horror movie. It seems like it's a mutant toilet. Also notice that his eyes are red. It's possible that a Skibidi scientist has invented a new survivable and super strong mutant monster. This is becoming a serious threat to the Alliance. At the same time, it's confusing to me why this toilet was kept a cistern. We've seen a lot of Skibidi monsters that have hardware instead of a cistern, and they can't be flushed. Even the Skibidi helicopter from last episode doesn't have a cistern. It looks to me like if we see the same toilet mutant with armor and no cistern, it's going to be a lot harder to destroy. Also, I suspect that all these inventions are test ones to improve G-Man Toilet. Perhaps in the new episodes we'll see his new metal body. Skibidi already made too many gray toilets, and as we remember, they are much stronger and more durable than regular ones. I think G-Toilet will want to have such an improvement. Maybe he'll get armor or parts from an airplane along with the jetpack. Either way, there is a serious battle coming up. Also, in the video about Plunger Cameraman, I said that in the new Season 17 we would see the development of this character, and that's exactly what happens. We see at the end of the episode, Titan pulls out a plunger cameraman from somewhere and lands him on a rooftop. Once again, we see how fearless this warrior is, and I'm guessing what his true purpose is. He's most likely needed to destroy the parasite that infected Speakerman Titan. Plunger Cameraman is small and very brave, which gives him the ability to stealthily climb onto Titan's neck and destroy the parasite. Another important detail, we saw TV men in the burning city. But for some reason, the Skibidi toilets are walking around without eye protection again. Maybe it's a different location. But for some reason, it makes me think that the TV men have started cooperating with the Skibidi. Then the toilets no longer need to defend themselves against the screen's rays. They can focus all their forces on defending against the Titan cameraman because he has become very powerful. Back to Titan, I think I found the giant's weak spot. There's a note on its laser cannon bay that says, "Isolate laser before removing." So if one of the Skibidi pulls something out of that cannon, it could damage the cannon and maybe even Titan's arm. Perhaps it's these wires, or maybe it's what's under that cover. Either way, it looks like a weak spot that could be exploited. For those who think that Titan flew straight from the base in episode 50 to this city, that's not true. As we remember in episode 50, before Titan flew away, Plunger Cameraman was standing far away from him, and certainly wouldn't have had time to fly with him. So it's been a little while since Titan's first visit. Also, we still haven't seen how Titan fires from his finger, like in episode 23, but we have seen a retractable arm that can become a magnet. I hope we weren't shown all of the Cameraman Titan's improvements, and he has a secret weapon that the toilets don't know about as well as we do. Now for the ending of the episode. Those flying Skibidi helicopters have only one grenade launcher. Perhaps they want to surround Titan and test him for weaknesses. Or they're just a distraction before a strong Skibidi toilet shows up. Maybe even a G-toilet. We also still haven't seen the huge SWAT toilet from episode 49. Maybe he'll show up this season. I'm sure in the next episodes we'll see the main mission of the plunger cameraman and finally be able to bring back the infected Titan speakerman. I'm still waiting for the appearance of a repaired Titan Cinema Man and an improved G-toilet. Hope we will soon find out the reason for this endless battle and also be able to see the winner. I'm sure you're as interested as I am in watching this series unfold. So subscribe to my channel so you don't miss full episode analysis and secrets in new videos. That was me, Iso Toilet. See you soon.